So funny story. I spent all this time doing this yesterday, and it was pointed out to me that this long piece is now going to make it really hard to take this thing upstairs, and that I probably should have done this a different way. So now I'm thinking maybe I do it a different way, but it's glued, so I need to figure out if that's going to be a problem, or if maybe the glue didn't set, maybe I can pull it apart. But that is my goal for this morning, is to try and figure out, try and figure out what I'm doing with this. I'm going to make the cover thing for here. I need to screw in the attachment bit, and then yeah, stain it, I guess. So besides it being a complete waste of time, I did manage to break this again. So the holes are still in there, obviously, but I don't think that is the most important thing. And now I'm going to try and do it an alternative way, which I have no faith in myself being able to do, but it does mean it will be able to be separated easily. Okay, I'm about to pack up this section of what I've done and vacuum and get everything away so that I can then move on to staining. But I thought that I would just quickly show you the mess that I've made. So I've sanded everything down. I just need to like wipe it with a brush to make sure that the sand is all gone. So we've got the legs, the cubbies, the tabletop thing. I also finally made the little insert because I forgot to do that earlier. So that goes in there. And then I'll just, I don't know, attach some sort of handle thing, probably a dowel knowing me. And yeah, but this is the mess I've made. So I need to clean it all up so that the sanding sawdust thing doesn't get in the oil. So done for the day. Gosh. Good morning. It is not the morning. I lie. It is 1:30. Today is like my day off day. I have decided not to work today. I've got a really busy day tomorrow. I had a really busy day yesterday and like the whole of last week. So I decided that today is going to be like my day of rest. Gonna do the stuff that I need to get done, have been putting off. It's like my last full day before Christmas and then before we go away. So I thought I'm just gonna take the morning off, relax, chill, edited a video. I've been watching a couple of videos and just hanging out. But it is now 1:30 and I have a lot of house cleaning and organizing to get done before we go into Christmas time. And today Luke is also at work, so it's like my last time to wrap his presents. And yeah, I just want to do a full house reset so that by the time that we get into Christmas time, hopefully everything is clean and sorted, and then we can just have a relaxing time over Christmas. I also want to semi-pack today for Croatia so that I don't have to worry about that over Christmas time. But yes, anyway, sorry. Hi, hello, welcome to the video. I did actually film a time lapse this morning of me planning out our next year and writing in birthdays and trips and basically everything that we need to know about this time of the year. And yeah, today's just organization day. I feel like that's the main thing. So I thought that I would take you through just some, what's it called in English? Time lapse. There we go. I'm going to take you through a time lapse of like deep cleaning my house, but in speed mode. I'm going to try and do this like as quickly as possible. I don't want to spend 4 hours cleaning today. I don't want to be doing like millions of loads of washing up and down and up and down. But yeah. So the plan is to put a washer load on, set a timer, and then however long that time takes, I'm just going to be like speed cleaning. I'm going to listen to my audiobook because I've got like 4 hours left of the audiobook and I want to be done with it before Christmas because I want to be done with Christmas books by Christmas. I love the Christmas period. I don't love Christmas books. Like I like Christmas books. I don't love Christmas books. And I got given a bunch of books this December that I want to start. And so I want to get into that. So I've decided this is my last Christmas book and then I'm done. So I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to clean, put on a washer load, and yeah, let's get cleaning. Okay, so I've mostly tidied up this. Wow, tidied up this. I just haven't put that washing away, and then I haven't done this room, so that's just gonna need to happen at some point. But I did tidy up the kitchen. Very nice. I tidied up the bathroom. Oh, I didn't move that back. Tied it up through here, and then the main difference is here, that's all gone, and through here. So this is all, whoops, I had a nap. Over there, and then put the 4 Advent candles on, and then the tree is on, hung the washing, tidied up over here, and put the presents under the tree. So these are the books that I was talking about earlier that I got. There should actually be one more there, but oh well. This is my little advent calendar box because it was really just like in the way, so I've put that down here. These are 3 of Luke's presents, and I want him to slowly guess what he thinks the present is going to be. And then yeah, nice and pretty. I love the reflection in the window. Anyway, I've now kind of gotten changed. I haven't gotten ready or anything, but we need to go to the supermarket to do a final shop for the Christmas period because we're only here for a few more days. And I realized that in order to do that, I kind of need to make a list of what we need. So I am going to, whoops, put this over here. My desk is kind of terrifying right now. But I need to find a recipe for pavlova. Whoops. Ah! Chaos. I really need to tidy up this desk. I need to find a recipe for a pavlova so that we can make that. We've basically been invited to some friend's house on the 25th because they kind of felt bad for us that we didn't have family here. I really need to do something about this. This is too much. Okay, semi-sorted desk. Obviously it is chaos still, but semi-organized chaos. As I was saying, I need to find a recipe for a pavlova so that I can make a list of what we need to buy at the supermarket. You need to follow me. Luke just had his information dump. When he finishes work, he comes home and tells me everything, and I don't interrupt him. Anyway, it's finally time for my information dump, which is not really an information dump, but a surprise. Do you see the white gifts?
Who are they from?
For you, from me, for kleinen Zeichen Christmas.
What the hell? How?
What do you mean, how?
Well, I thought my gift was downstairs and hiding.
And I said that there were some things that I wanted you to open, and with each gift you had to try and guess what I've made
open
you.
Them now?
No! Christmas!
It's for me. Woo! Hopefully yours comes tomorrow. And I can put it in the tree. Woo! And you've got books. You can do your book thing.
I know. Anyway, we're home from the shops now, and we're gonna make dinner, and I'm gonna make a chocolate pudding. Because you must have chocolate pudding at Christmas time. So Luke's made a, what is it?
Honey soy.
Honey soy sauce to go over the chicken.
Honey soy, sesame seed oil, and a little bit of cornstarch.
And then I've got water boiling for my chocolate pudding, which theoretically, if all things go well, will last us tonight and tomorrow night. As long as somebody doesn't just pick it throughout the day.
Somebody doesn't eat it overnight.
We've got rice defrosting in the microwave. It's all go. It's all go. Num num. Good morning. We made it. It's the 24th. I am very behind on editing, but at least in real life, we have made it to the 24th. Mostly unscathed. It has been a very, very busy December. And let's just say that I am very, very, very ready for a holiday. We are getting ready to go out at the moment. It's gonna be a long day, so I thought I'm gonna put my makeup on now. My face looks horrible because of the amount of junk I've been eating over the last however long. But we are going out because we have heard that apparently, I'm hoping this is true as well, because I've been telling people about this and now we're meeting up with people. And I'm hoping that it's gonna be real. But we have heard that apparently on the 24th, everyone goes out, not everyone, but a lot of people go out into the Marktplatz and drink Glühwein and just like, I don't know, celebrate that it's the holidays. And yeah, apparently it's a thing. So I'm hoping that's true. I'm hoping that we're going to turn up there and see people. If not, we will just sit in the Marktplatz and people will probably be shopping and we can drink some Glühwein by ourselves as a group. And then after that, so at 12, we need to head home because I am playing at a Christmas Eve service on the Neckarinsel. So on the island in the middle of the Neckar River. Well, sorry, there's going to be lots of gaps in this while I do my makeup. And so I thought I'll get ready now so that I don't have to like come back and rush get ready. I can kind of just come back, grab my guitar and everything that I need to grab so that we can just have a quick turnaround without trying to fit too much in, because I am notorious for fitting too much in, considering by the fact that we are going out now and we really shouldn't be. But it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fun. And like, we're rushing out the door, but we're literally going to get there and then just like sit around and talk. So it's not the end of the world at all. It should be very, very chill. And then we need to pack today because I didn't end up packing yesterday. I kept saying I was going to pack and then it never ended up happening. which is fine. These things happen. No stress. Realistically, we could pack on the 25th, but I don't want to do that. That's my one thing. I don't want to be packing on the 25th. So we'll come home and we'll pack, because after the service, we're not doing anything. I need to bake a PAVLOVA for Christmas, because we're taking that over to some people's houses. We've been invited over for dinner, so we're gonna have we're bringing the nachtisch, the dessert. So I need to bake that, but it's something that apparently takes like 20 minutes, and then it just needs to sit in the oven overnight because it needs to cool down with the oven. So we'll do that, and then after we've made the PAVLOVA, or maybe I'll make the PAVLOVA last, I don't actually know, we will pack, because everything needs to go away. Everything needs to be in the suitcase, because we don't really have time to be doing it on Christmas, and we don't really have time, no, we definitely don't have time to do it the morning of, because the morning of our train leaves at 6:30, which means we need to be leaving here 6 at the absolute latest. I really want to be leaving earlier, but I don't like the idea of leaving earlier practically. So we'll see what happens. We will see what we end up doing. Anyway, that's pretty much the plan for today. I'm going to finish getting ready so that I can rush out the door, see some friends, and then we will come back later on. I hope that you're enjoying your 24th. Obviously you're not going to be watching this on the 24th, but by the time you watch this, I hope that you've had a nice 24th. I hope that you've had a nice Christmas, and yeah. Okay, we're running very late, but we're about to head off into the marketplace. It is very pretty. Hello. It is currently 9 p.m. We are home. I don't know if I filmed anything. I don't think I did. We got home and we're very, very hungry. Oh, I filmed the dog. We wanted to make a Christmas present for my landlord, and we wanted to use paw prints of his dog and put them onto like Christmas decorations. And so we did that, and I filmed that, and then we made dinner, watched the Polar Express, because the Polar Express is set on Christmas Eve, which was the one thing that I wanted to do today, was watch a movie that's set on Christmas Eve. The washing machine is on. Nope, the dishwasher is on, which is why you can probably hear that. The heater needs to be bled, which is why it's making sounds. But it is now 9 o'clock at night, and I've put it off for as long as I can. I need to make a PAVLOVA, thinking that I would have more time today to do it, but we got home around when I thought we'd get home, but then the evening has just shaped out differently to how I thought it would shape out. I should have done the PAVLOVA beforehand so that it could sit in the oven while we were eating dinner, but I just didn't, it just didn't happen. So that's what I need to do now, because it needs to cook in the oven, and then you turn it off overnight and it cools down with the oven, but you still need to cook it beforehand. So I thought if I put it on now, and then we can get on with the rest of the evening, like cleaning up the kitchen, packing. I would really like to do today, because I just don't want to do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I've got my trusty dusty mixer out, and I am going to bring up the recipe that I found earlier and get making this PAVLOVA. I hope it doesn't collapse. I am notorious for PAVLOVAs collapsing which is fine because you kind of just put it all back together and then lump cream on top and nobody's the wiser. But my ideal is to finally figure out what's going wrong, and I don't know if it's just because it's too cold here in the kitchen, or I don't know if I make it too wide and so then it flattens, and so maybe if I make it smaller, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out at some point. But I'm gonna make this pavlova, I'm gonna put on some Christmas music, and yeah. So this is what we're dealing with. Nice consistency. I've just now got to somehow find a way to transfer this, because they seem to think that I can do it without a mold, and I've never done it without a mold before, so we shall see. So I managed to make it the size that I want. My problem is that I'm convinced it's gonna spread. So after talking with Luke, decided to put a mold on the outside so that if it does spread, at least it's confined to the mold. Otherwise, hopefully this is the size it's gonna stay, because that is the ideal size. It's high enough as well as wide enough, because if it spreads to this size, it's quite long and it's just going to end up flat. So fingers crossed this is how it stays. Merry Christmas. It's the 25th. Luke and I have just been watching Elf with our English breakfast, and we thought we'd take a break. Luke's going to make some coffee and put the roast on, and I am going to put together his gift, which I am so nervous about. I hope it goes together okay. And then we're gonna do some gift exchange. So I'm not gonna be filming much today, and I'm just gonna tack this on to the end of yesterday's video. But I thought I'd film this bit because this bit is gonna be like the part we've been working towards this whole December. I also want to show you my pavlova, because I have made so many pavlovas in my life, and I would say that maybe 80 to 90% of them collapse. And I've also made, I think, 2 in Germany. This is the second one. The first one collapsed, and I tried a new recipe today, and I had a look through finding all of the ones that looked like the most stable and what the different requirements were, and this is the first recipe that I found that I thought, like, scientifically, not just like, oh, this has got a nice variety of ingredients that'll taste good, but like scientifically should hold together the best. And so, like, oh, I baked it last night and I think it looks so good. Look at this beauty. It like actually held together well. You can see in here that it's got its little like crust thing. It didn't expand too much. I said yesterday that I put this around just in case it expanded, and it did expand slightly, but not that much. And then it still got all of its swirls and everything, and honestly, I'm so proud of myself. So I will decorate that when we get there, because I don't want the cream to melt it too much or like soften the crust that much. And yeah, let's get constructing and putting this together. I am so nervous, but I'm sure, fingers crossed, it will go okay. Okay, the manner of the hour is here.
What would you like for Christmas?
So the goal of the next little while is for me to get over my frustration and for you to open each gift and guess with each gift what you think it might be. They're all red herrings, so think wild. And some of these things you may have seen before.
Okay.
Which one would you like first? This one? It's suspicious.
The vase from the bathroom.
Not from the bathroom. It's sitting in the lounge for a long time. To be fair, I accidentally left that out and then you saw it, so, you know. Which one do you want next? No, you gotta guess what you think it is. The gift out there, not the vase, you know.
Not a folding table.
Not a folding table.
I don't know.
Okay.
The flat one.
Confusion?
uses a flower press.
No.
So we're going to make pressed flowers and then put them in the
Can you
vase.
show the camera what it is?
Beautiful.
Dried flowers.
I don't know what dried flowers in a vase have to do with. Oh, thank you.
Are you confused?
I have had one suspicion that it was going to be one of those tables that you put behind the couch. Is it that? Yeah.
How did you know?
I've been wondering that for a little bit, actually.
How?
I was just thinking what else you could make that.
What the hell?
That you, because you said we've been talking about it for a while.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. You literally asked me to guess. I have no idea what these two things have to do with
It's
it.
supposed to be decorations to go on top of it.
That's what I thought, maybe. Can I come see it?
Yes.
Does it go the whole length of the long couch?
Yes, that's why I was having troubles. Nico, you may lead the way.
Are you happy that I guessed it? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't really mind.
You
Either
asked me to guess, and then I felt like I shouldn't have. Whoa! It looks amazing. I'm impressed.
Don't be.
You did such a good job, though.
So the power plug will go in there. No, that falls through because the power plug's not in there at the moment.
So we even did the join we talked about.
Yeah, that was the part that was struggling just now.
That looks amazing.
I don't think it does.
It really does. I don't even know where you got the wood.
So that was the table that Isaac gave away. It used to be a
table.
desk. It used to be a desk.
Awesome.
And I felt bad for the lady because when we picked it up, she was telling me how to put the desk back together. And she seemed really in love with it. And I was like, I'm not going to tell her that I'm going to ruin her.
They're going to cut it up. They look really cool.
So that slides into there. The thing that was
So
going
we
to
need
be...
to pull this out and...
You know the thing that I said was 25 euros?
Yeah.
There's the flush ones of those inlets that you can put in. But I did not have 25 euros. And this thing in here is like €1. So you can slide it in. You might have to give it some help now that it's in there. Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
And then my thought was that piece of wood will cover it just so that no liquid goes like...
Do you know what we could even do? Put a little
lip. Yeah.
lip. So
I
that-
just didn't get around time to doing it.
No, it's fine. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Thank you.
So these two side things...
Oh, and it's got like storage.
Yeah, so those are the... Do you remember how I said my wood split? It was all the shelves. So I need to remake some shelves.
How does shelves split? We try to screw them in.
So the shelves are supposed to be attached in.
Oh, this
So
one's the shelf. Oh, actually,
That's the same thing that's on this side. So it just needs one more on either side. This thing was giving me grief. I originally did...
That shelf's going to be... That end's going to be covered.
That end's going to be there. So
Yeah.
that side doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I accidentally put it together the wrong way, so we do need to split it around. But that bit comes apart. I originally did this with a support in the middle, and then I glued it so you couldn't see the seam. And then Bastian was like, how are you going to get that upstairs? And I was like, oh, sadness. So I did it a different way, and now these legs are just giving me issues.
Why?
Because they're folding inwards.
It doesn't... I don't think it really matters, though. You're not going to see them.
You like it?
I do very much like it.
Did I do an okay job?
You did an amazing job. Thank you. I'm very impressed. Did you smooth the edges over? It's amazing.
And I stained it with free oil from Isaac.
It looks really good. It smells good. You even kind of matches the floorboard.
That was unintentional. So this was a thing of shelves facing this way. And then that one on that side was a cupboard open. So I just shortened it.
I'm very impressed.
I'm yeah.
You happy with that?
Just frustrated with that bit, but as long as it is stable, that's the main issue.
To be honest, because you're not going to see under here anyway. Because how is this attached to this?
It's not. It's currently just in there. I had it screwed and that's what fell apart just now, which is why I was getting grumpy. And then those pieces of wood
Oh, that's how you screwed it.
are falling in, which was also making me grumpy. So I theoretically need to put a piece of wood between them to keep them outwards or turn them around. But the main thing is that it's going to be behind the couch, so nobody's going to see anything.
The other thing you could have done is, you know, these little brackets. If thingy probably has some offcuts of wood that are just like square long pieces. Do you know what I mean? And just putting one of those behind there and then screwing into it from.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So I can fix it, but.
It's amazing. Give me my phone.
Sorry?
You grab my phone.
Why?